CMV stands for cytomegalovirus. It is human herpes virus number 5, and it is found in about 40 to 45% of Americans if you test adults after the age of 40. It is also one of the torch infections. The torch infections are the infections that can be passed from mother to child in utero. When this happens, there is a much higher chance of the child being born with learning disabilities and then potentially developing further neuropsychiatric problems later in life. The reason for that is because CMV infections produce a protein that looks very much like the protein that leads the brain cells to connect with other brain cells. And so if this infection happens in utero, then the fetus develops abnormally and has learning disability. Later in life, CMV can also cause problems, and there is a high degree of association between CMV as well as toxoplasmosis and the development of different types of neuropsychiatric illness. CMV does have a treatment that is FDA approved, that is valganciclovir. It has been shown to also respond to certain supplements and can potentially be treated. And there is some literature on the association between the use of medications to treat CMV and improving outcome in psychiatric illness. This is something that we should really be mindful of, the possibility of helping people with psychiatric illness if they have active infections. However, we also need to be guarded in our expectations that if someone has had psychiatric illness for decades, probably enough architectural change has happened in the brain that it will probably take decades to reverse. So our expectations need to be somewhat modified by the length of illness. And so if there are people out there who can really benefit from antiviral or antiparasitic or antibacterial treatment, hoping for improved brain function, improved psychiatric function, the chances are that it's going to work a lot better when you treat people who have had the disease for a short period of time. And for most people with psychiatric illness, they come down with the problem in their teenage years when they begin to have contact with individuals sexually, and many of these viruses are passed through casual contact. So CMV, just like Epstein-Barr, can be passed through saliva, and it is the second most common cause of what we know as mononucleosis.